What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So there is a channel that is doing very well on YouTube called Black Conservative Perspective. It looks like this individual person does a lot of reaction videos. I mean, he's doing a lot of numbers, like almost 300 million views. And of course, he's a conservative black. I feel like possibly, like something like Candace Owens. And recently, this individual weighed in on the Just Pearly things, issuing an apology. So I would like to play his commentary on the situation, and then I'm going to come back and address some of the things he's talking about.
All right, guys, so we got an interesting video here, interesting topic, involving another female red pill content creator. Now, just yesterday, I did a video about Miss Melanie King, okay, who went on Miss Pearl Davis's podcast and was spitting some facts about the role of women, okay, when it comes to men. Okay, now that triggered the woke revolutionaries. They got upset with her, right? And they're upset with Pearl, okay? And the reason why they're upset with Pearl is because they're accusing her of racism, or put it this way, they're accusing her of, at the very least, platforming racism because she did an interview with Nick Fuentes, right? You know, the guy that's like banned from the internet because he's allegedly a white supremacist, even though he seems to kind of like black folks, right? He likes hanging around Kanye a lot, okay, and other black people. But I'm just saying, allegedly, again, this guy's banned from everywhere. I quite literally saw him get kicked out of CPAC with my own two eyes, right? It was pretty fascinating, but also kind of sad at the same time to see that you have somebody that quite literally is not allowed on any platform at any venue because his political views have been deemed to be too extreme. So anyways, Miss Pearl here was interested in interviewing Nick Fuentes, okay, because he's banned from the internet. She's like, well, what is this dude saying so bad that he can't actually be on the internet, right? I want to interview him and actually listen to people who I may disagree with, okay, which is a foreign concept in 2023. Now, the woke revolutionaries, people who, again, happen to be black, got upset with Pearl. And one of the reasons why they got upset with Pearl is because Pearl has a large black audience, okay? She also has black employees. I believe she has a black boyfriend. She's kind of thriving off of black viewership, right? And of course, that's going to create some jealousy, okay? People are not gonna like that because here we have this little white girl making money off black people, right? And again, people are gonna be jealous. They're gonna hate. Has really nothing to do with her skin color. Or really her sex, as much as it has to do with her work ethic and the fact that she works very hard at what she does. She's clearly a smart businesswoman. But again, that comes with, hate, right? And then what I mean by hate, I mean like jealousy more than anything, right? So they're accusing her of racism and platforming race.
All right, guys. So number one, and just listening to that, right? I'm not going to deal with the whole video because I think the brother is very, very disingenuous, and you'll find out. The first thing he said that is Nick Fuentes is allegedly a white supremacist, and that he's has an affiliation to Kanye West, so therefore he likes black people, and it's sad that he doesn't get to say his political views. So he uses the word alleged white supremacist. I want to play a clip of Nick Fuentes admitting he is a racist. Play that clip.
I don't wish luck to racists.
Oh, I'm not racist.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Nick.
Yeah, I am a little bit racist.
I know.
But listen, it's not because I hate people. I love people. It's just race is real. Race is real. Race is a part of us. So, hey, it is what it is.
And the Italians, we do not claim you.
Oh, hey, the Italians don't claim you. You're the one dating a black guy. The Italians don't claim me. They don't claim you.
Oh, no, they claim me. They claim me.
I don't think so.
They do.
Italian guys, yeah.
Italians,
Tell an Italian guy about your
lovers.
affinity for black guys. That'll go over real well.
All right, so this guy, In my observation, I mean, I think he's probably very entertaining to his audience, but definitely not a very bright guy. I mean, I don't have an issue with him, but yeah, obviously this guy is just, it sounds like he's very, very, he sounds like he's in a big mood to pander, right? And that's what he's doing on his channel, especially with this particular video. I haven't watched any of the other videos, but I mean, it's not a good take. So the guy says, well, she has black employees and she has a black boyfriend, so obviously she isn't racist. Well, African Americans have 15% white DNA on average. Can you not say that whites having sex with blacks, they can't be racist? Of course you can have sex with somebody and be racist. It's very possible. It happens all the time. All right. Now he does bring up a very interesting point, which I have brought up before, which is that people could be jealous of her. Some of that could be true. There are people who, I mean, she does have a really good system. Obviously, she works hard in her system. She is really good at this YouTube thing. I'll admit that. She gets 500 million views or more, if not almost. This year, she'll probably get 700 million views. Okay. So there's nothing to, and I'm in the business every day. So you honestly can't take anything away from her. To have that setup, to run it the way she does, it's top 1% in the business. I'm like top 5 or 10% in the business. She's top 1%. So clearly people will hate on you if you're successful. That's anybody. So that could be some of the reason, but the guy is trying to make it all of the reason is that people are hating on her because she's using black people, totally discounting the things she said about, one, slavery. Okay. 2, she said things about slavery before, and then allowing Nick Fuentes sitting back idly by as she insults black people on her podcast. Like, this is the thing. She's sitting there trying to get a reaction out of these guys. But here's the interesting situation. The crowd is telling her not to apologize. Let's look at Lulucca. So you can be hiring blacks, have black friends, even date black people, but she's still racist. Shaking my head, she should have stood her ground. Just disappointing. Basically ignoring all of what she said, because you should be able to say anything about black people, right? But if you say anything about whites or Jews or Asians or Indians, what would they say? Jason Foster. It's pretty obvious she isn't racist at all. Anyway, I encourage everyone reading this to join the NCK Empowerment Project, which aims to provide help to the needy. And then this. She's young and overwhelmed and learning in real time what it is to deal with the woke mob. Okay, so basically these people are just tripping for no reason. And you guys know I'm not the biggest person that talks about racism or white supremacy at all. It's not really my calling card, even though I know it exists. So I'm not one of those people like, let's say like Roland Martin or Boyce Watkins. It's not what I do, right? But clearly the whites that are in this comment section, and even some of them were even calling blacks primates on her original video. She's saying that these people, like these conservatives, saying these blacks are just upset because there's just fake outrage. Which there is fake outrage that exists, but they're trying to discount things that she said or did, or passive aggressiveness in the whole situation. Clearly, that's evident. And again, this is coming from a person who doesn't ever call out racism or white supremacy myself. Look at this. She needs encouragement and support so she can learn how to navigate through these difficult waters on such a huge public stage. Right. Interpretation. She needs encouragement and support from white people so she can learn how to navigate through these difficult waters. So when you say something offensive to blacks, we can still support you because you're still our people. It's never easy dealing with large scale criticism, but hopefully she will figure out how to stand her ground and not be motivated by the woke mob. Who are the woke mob? Those are blacks. That's another way of reclassifying blacks. as the woke mob. So, and what this guy is doing, he's I'm not gonna call the brother a token or anything like that, but obviously this guy is pandering for this particular audience and not thinking about what he's talking about in order to get a lot of money, which is, I have no problem with that if he wants to do that. But obviously he didn't even think about what he was talking about at all in the first 3 minutes. He's so many holes. And they don't care because he's the kind of person that's going to say the things that a white person couldn't say on the platform, which is very similar to what Just Pretty Things does. She brings blacks onto her platform to say things in the same light. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.